What's up, guys? So we've been waiting on a weekend to be able to take the 67 for the first time this year. 2 weeks ago we had a chance, and we were gonna go to Holly Springs. They were gonna have a 3-day race, and I was gonna test on Thursday night, and it was gonna work out good. Well, it got rained out. So we didn't get to race any that weekend. Everybody got rained out. So the last weekend we ended up still going to Holly Springs, but ended up being just a Saturday deal. That's what this video is about that race at Holly Springs. So I'm gonna let y'all check that out, and I'll talk to y'all afterwards. As for the 70, it's over here on Dolly's. We did pull the motor out last Friday, and we sold it. We had sold the motor out of it, so we pulled it out. And like I said in the last video, got stuff to build a 415. Be just good of the motors in the 67. So it would really make the car run. Probably run probably some 560s, I would think. And then because the 67's been a 578, been 580s pretty consistently in good air. And this car is 200 pounds lighter. So you put the same horsepower in it, I think they'll run some 60s. Probably a consistent 70 car, maybe. Something like that. But you gotta make sure the car can handle what we're gonna, give it. I think the car can handle it. It just needs upgrades in a lot of other places. Like it would need shocks, double adjustable front, double adjustable back. It needs it. We know when we got something going on with it. Like I said before, probably gonna change, take the air shifter out of it, put electric shifter in it. And like I've said before, the converter, we don't really know what, if the converter's right for the setup we got. And if we do put that motor in it, we're probably gonna change the rear end gear. I think it'd be a good idea to change the rear end gear. It's got supposedly has a 513 gear in it, and we would probably put a 488 gear in it because 67 has a 488. When we put the motors in it now 3 years ago, and went up 100 horsepower better than we've ever been, we changed from a 538 gear to a 488 gear, just because of the torque it was going to make. And with the car already wheeling pretty good, we felt like it'd be a good idea, take some gear out of it. Put a 488 in it. And well, I think if we put a motor like that in the 70, it'd be a good idea to put a 488 gear on it, just to, make sure we ain't dragging the bumper. We would like to not put wheelie bars on it. And actually, one of the wheelie bar brackets that are on the rear end is bent. So if we have to put wheelie bars on it, we're gonna have to cut that off and, buy a wheelie bar mount kit or whatever and weld it on, which we really don't want to do that, like I said. So, and if we can keep the car, we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. For the 67 is we're gonna try and go tomorrow. Hopefully get the race. Hopefully just really make some passes, so we can get some passes on this motor. Make sure everything's good. Which I also have a new delay box in the car. I'd like to try all that. But next Saturday we're going to Holiday Beach. That's my plan, anyways. So yep, we'll see how it goes. It was a double enter. I was doubled. A lot of people were doubled. I didn't show every entry because it just makes the video so long. I did lose my first entry, first round, and my second entry, first round. The car was slower than normal, slower than last year. It was running a 6.0, 6 flat, 6.02 is where it kind of settled down at. But the track wasn't really good either. You know, they got this glue shortage. Everybody's got a glue shortage. They didn't prep it much. So 60 foot was like way off. It's just slower than normal. Like usually with the weather was, it should have been running like a 595, 596, I would think. Mid-90s. It ran a 6 flat 2 or 3 times. Then it backed up to a 602. 601, you know, the car still ran really consistent. It ran like a 602 pretty much the last 5 or 6 passes. Just slower than normal. And my grid wasn't working. It was working. It wasn't recording for some reason. Well, I figured out why. I had too many runs saved on my card, and it wasn't saving. It was, I guess the SD card was too full. I didn't figure it out till we got back home. But so the grid wasn't saving the run, so I couldn't see what it was doing, what the RPM graph looked like. So I just going by feel, the car felt fine. It felt like it was leaving kind of sluggish, but it felt fine. But yeah, I was doubled. I didn't show both my entries, but first round I did lose. First round with both my entries. I had to buy both of them back. If I remember, the one I showed was the first one. It was a good race. I had a 6 flat dial. I think I was running a 650 car. I was 17 on tree. He was 13. I did lift, if you can hear, if you can hear it. I did lift on him. I thought I was coming around him. He ended up getting me by 1,000 of a second, just barely. So if I had stayed in, I probably would have got him. But I ran that on with a 9. He ran one off, but it was super close. I mean, it looked like I was coming around him. But he got me by 1,000. Second entry, I think I had to run a dragster. I didn't show that one. He got me pretty good. I think I still had a decent light, but he was better. Second round, I lost my first entry in second round. I think I lost it by like 1,000 or something like that. It was close, another close race. I think, we were both like 008 on the tree. I may have broke out by 1,000. It was something like that. I can't remember, but it was a close race. And then I won the second round, second entry. I won that one. That's the one I showed in the video. Then I won third round. And then fourth round, I was worst light I had all day. It was fourth round, like 26. And the guy I was running was 27, so he wasn't great. And and I felt like I was holding a little bit. I knew I was holding a little bit. The car had run a 601 with a 9, and it'd been 602 like 3 or 4 times. 601 with a 9, so it was pretty much 602. So I left the 602 on there, planning to get down there and rip it one good time to kill that little bit that I was holding, and I didn't do it. If I would have just did it, I would have been fine. I broke out and then ran a 601 with a 9 again on the 02, and I didn't do what I was supposed to do at the finish line. I ripped it I gave it 2 little bitty rips, which didn't kill but half a mile an hour. If I would have gave it one good rip and killed a mile an hour and a half or 2 mile an hour, I would have been good. But I wasn't. I broke out by 2 10,000ths. So, oh well. This weekend, we're going to try and go to I-22. It's a regular bracket race, regular Saturday night. I got the grid back working, so we'll be able to record and see, you know, what the car is doing, what the RPM graph looks like. Hopefully we can get us a win. But, yep. I appreciate y'all for watching. See y'all in the next one.